is NBC New York. And so we have fast-forwarded to 2099. And the world has changed beyond our wildest dreams, folks. But in a small city in Wales, England, more so than anywhere, the international media have en masse yet again, having recently given up on all the lavish behavior on Wine Street, which used to be called Catherine Zeta Avenue. Haha, you notice the name clang? Yes, the whole world stands aghast with pictures of the phenomenon beamed directly to the president in Buckingham Palace, and the chief rabbi in the Vatican, the Pope in the Taj Mahal, and let's not forget the Welsh royal family in Caerphilly Castle. Oh, yes. And the reason for this stunned curiosity? Well, I will tell you. Swansea in Wales, England, has been invaded and completely taken over by, get this, folks, seagulls. Yes, you heard me right. Seagulls. And it is now known as Swansea Gull City. So, without further ado, we will now go over to Swansea Gull and their very own radio station in downtown Gullsignan. For some more news flashes, so over to you, Gullsignan. Thank you, New York, and welcome to Swansea Gull Sound. Yes, here is the news, and this is George Seagull reading it for you. Right now, in a minute, like. All right? Sound. Now, an interesting report from a court. A gull was arrested today, believe it or not, after being caught precariously hanging from a tree overlooking Bonnie Tyler's bedroom. He said to the police, "I had a total eclipse of the heart and I was holding out for an arrow." He was given a suspended sentence, and in an interview outside the courts, he burst into song and us into tears. Here is the recording that moved us so quickly. Oh, I do like to be beside the seaside. Oh, I do like to squawk about the town. All I do is like to drop in on the wedding card just for luck, don't duck, it's just the way we are. Oh, I do like to fly beside the seaside. Yes, I do like to peep into your bedrooms to see how humans procreate. But it looks like fighting to me, 'cause we all do act in flight. Beside the seaside, beside the sea. He was arrested later on and given an ASBO. The abusive singing backstage order. Isn't it right, Squawky? Yes, it is. Anyway, you are still listening to Swansea Gull Sound. So let me hand you over now to our weekly visit from Dr. Beaky Parker in the Your Wealth, Our Health series. Over to you.
Thank you, George. I'm Dr. Beaky. First, our letters from listeners. I'll answer the one enclosing a blank cheque first. It's from a Mr. Rummagull from Gallsend, and how appropriate. No, Mr. Rummagull, it's not natural for a gull to be as sick as a parrot, or a parrot to have gallstones. It seems you have been unwisely flying around together in Cwmdonkin Park and caught a touch of the Dylans. In a serious mix of parrotinitis and gallophilia, where you both go green around the gills, a parrot, of course, having a head start, so to speak. Then you both glide gently into the good night. In anticipation, I have just filled in a blank cheque. Nosedives and how to pull out of them. Last week, I had a patient who didn't, and I fitted him with a brand new nose his gull friend picked out for him. Which reminds me, I've had an interesting letter from Lady Gull of Gulsen, who has a serious flight problem, and it's also affecting her husband. Apparently, one of her wings is shorter than the other, and she can only fly in circles. My advice is, bring your husband to my surgery and I'll shorten one of his wings. It'll be like old times for you, when once again you can go around together, and in the future programme I'll deal with your dizzy spells. I shall also talk on an event, a more serious subject for seagulls, namely vertigo or fear of heights. This gives rise to hilarity and jibes from some seagulls, though I don't look down on it. But then, neither you do. So, goodbye, and remember, your ready money is my ready medicine.
Thank you very much, Dr. Beaky. We enjoyed that, did we, Squawky? Yes, we did. Now then, it's over to Swansea Gull Sound, sport time, with our reporter, Gull Webfoot. Over to you, Gull.
Hi, and welcome to the old Liberty Stadium and the white grass of home. Thanks to 5,000 seagull freeloaders hovering over it. The final whistle's gone, after a fascinating flutter between the swans and the ospreys. The contrasting goalposts and different shaped balls caused a lot of confusion and furry feathers flying. The final scoreline reflected this, with the swans getting 10, all penalties, and the ospreys nil, with 7 red cards. The refereeing seagull, Mr. Swoop, said there were too many diving fouls.
And so ends this wonderful news flash. I hope you've all had a good time, me and Beaky. Haven't you, Beaky? Yes, indeed. On a flight of illegal immigrants, just on another subject, I've been blown off course, right? And landed in Bournemouth today, right? So they decided to make a sharp exit as quickly as possible. So we ask, will our girls release their stranglehold on the city and fly to pastures new? Will we ever wake up in the morning to the silence of the gulls? Hardly. For how can a seagull do a swan song? Good night, Swansea girl.